All right, here we're starting off with part two of the coffee table humidor, and just kind of straighten up the edges on these doors with my hand plane. Want them to fit just right on the carcass. The tighter the fit, the better, but not too tight. Don't want it to get stuck. And there, as you can see, I got it fitting pretty good, except for that top right corner. And because of that little gap in that top right corner, I thought about putting some cock beading on there. So got the router bit out and started making this cock beading. And I basically just did it one on one side and did it on the other side, and I just cut them off so I can get a twofer. And since I was adding that cock beading on there, I had to cut the doors down the size a little bit, so I took some off. And here I am gluing the cock beading back to the doors. Just getting my angles just right. Make sure the miters line up. As you can see a little bit of wood burn on there. But I'll use my hand plane to get that off. And I'm getting to use my little miter clamps there. If you haven't tried those things are great. And now I'm taking a Spanish cedar and I'm resawing it down a little over 1/2 inch. Gonna use these for the cigar baskets. And a little over 1/2 inch because I like to take them over to the planer and get them down perfectly to 1/2 inch. And now I'm over at my dado table saw, just getting there. I'm doing a little lock joint on them and getting the settings just right, and starting to glue this up. And if one thing, if you notice, I didn't put the little groove down at the bottom so I could run the little slats in there, and I don't notice this until it's all glued up the next day and it's dry. So I have to save that basket for another day. But I was going to leave that part in here just so you can see, I always making mistakes. And the reason for that, also, you want it to be in 1/2 inch down because I use the undermount drawer slides, which that's what those two little slots are on the back there. And what I do when I make the other ones, I go ahead and just completely saw that off on the back. Instead of putting the slots, I just rip it all the way across. And now I'm making some more. I cut down some more Spanish cedar, and now I'm going to do it properly. As you can see, now I've got that slot down at the bottom. I really like doing those lock joints. It just makes it all really easy for it to get your 90-degree angles. And then on that back, instead of cutting those slots, when you just go ahead and rip it all the way across, that way you can go ahead and glue the entire thing up, and you can still slide the slats, or the if you're making a regular drawer, just the regular drawer bottom, you can just go ahead and slide it through. So just clamping everything up. And what I do is I normally clamp them up for about 15-20 minutes, and then take one clamp off at a time and put a couple pin nails in it, and then clamp it back up for a little while longer. Just, you don't have to do that. I just do it just because. And here I am. I'm showing you how I'm sliding those slats down into that groove. And I'm using a little 1/2-inch spacer to make sure the slats are all at the same distance. And then pin nail each slat in. And I don't glue these, I just pin nail them just in case if one breaks or whatever, they can be replaced. And using the Bloom undermount drawer slides, using this little jig right here to drill for those screw holes. And then use the other part of the jig to put the little holes on the back for the tabs on the Bloom slides. And as you see, they just snap right on place. There you go. And now I got the little router out, little palm router, gonna rough out for the hinges. And once I get the little rough out done, I come back with the chisel and also my router plane. Get it all cleaned up. And as you can see, sometimes I gotta go back with the chisel and cut down the wood fibers a little bit better, so that router plane don't blow out through the sides or the back. And right here, it's really hard to get that camera just right when you're dealing in those small places. So sorry for getting all my back shots there. What I'm doing is I'm putting magnets so the doors will stay closed. I put 2 on each one, on the 2 on the frame and 2 on the door. And now I'm doing the center door, and right there I was just getting the depth of the hinge. And once again, sorry for having to look at the back of my head. Now I'm just tracing the hinge out. And taking the pencil to kind of draw that out so you can kind of see where it was. Now I'm going to use my chisel and chisel all that out. And again, you want to be real careful not to blow the sides out or the back. So you want to make sure you got a real good defined line and that the wood fibers are severed. And you just do a little at a time till you work your way down to the line. And I use a little bit of paste wax on the screws. Helps the screws go in just a little bit easier. And once again, this the middle section is where there'll be two drawers. The bigger drawer will be for the humidifier. The smaller drawer above will be for accessories, lighters, cutters, butane, whatever. You can even store cigars in there if you wanted to. And here I'm just there again planing it down because I want a nice good fit. And normally I put this little like power cord, make it come out the back of the humidors, because this is a coffee table and it'd be sitting in the middle of a room, and because it's frame and panel all the way around, I didn't want to have this thing going out the back of the frame and panel, so I put it in the bottom of the humidor. And this right here is the reason why that big bottom drawer is sitting up a little bit higher, and there's a large gap right there because you have to have the clearance for the head of the plug. And this is where I'm adding the little spacers for the drawer slides. With that spacer, you can make sure that you get everything at the exact same height. And this is one of those drawers that's going in the center. And as you can see, this one doesn't have slats on the bottom. It's got a full piece of 1/4-inch plywood. Once again, using the jig for the bloom slides. And I'm drilling the holes for the door pulls. And this is the drawer fronts for the cigar baskets and the two drawers in the center. I'm using my drill press here to cut like half a circle, using this more like a finger pull. And I take them over to the router just to round both sides over. And once again, using spacers here, so my gaps are all the same. And I use a little pin nailer to pin nail it in place. Pull it out, then I'll put 4 screws on each drawer. And this is the 2 middle drawers here. They're the only 2 drawers that got any type of finish on them. You don't want to put the finish on the Spanish cedar. You want to keep it raw. And now I'm starting to apply the Danish oil to the entire humidor. Once again, you keep all the cigar baskets. They stay raw. They don't get any type of finish on them whatsoever. And this is how it looks with all the finish on it. And there's how it looks with the doors open. And I had some scrap pieces, so I made some little coasters. And once again, you see how it looks with the cigar baskets pulling out. All right, well, this is the end of it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Have a good one.